Hello guys, welcome to the TBR takedown. I currently have 57 books on my physical TBR. I have a series on my TikTok where I'm taking down my TBR, but I thought maybe it'll be fun to do longer formats videos on it as well. So also definitely go check out my TikTok for that little series. We've read 3 books so far. 3. We read The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. We read Mile High. We also read Daydream. 3 books so far in the space of 5 days. So I'm thinking if I'm reading for a week, I'm thinking like 5 books. I'm hoping I can get that many done. So let's go through the books I'm thinking to read in this video. I'm excited for this. I'm excited to actually sit down and chat to you about my books. Because with TikTok, obviously I aim to get my videos to like 2 minutes long. So I can't actually speak how I want to speak because I have to make it very quick. So I'm very excited to be able to just sit down and actually talk to you guys in long format. So let's go and check out the books on my TBR shelf. So this is my Gorgelicious TBR cart, which is looking a bit disheveled. Please excuse the background also. I am getting work done in my room very soon, so my background will be a little bit better. But I think I have around 57 books on here. The other side as well is full of books. So let's pick out my next 5 reads together. So I definitely want to read You Reach Sam because I am actually currently in the middle of filming that for my TikTok. I'm literally on page 18. I actually DNF'd this, I don't even know how long ago now, and it's just been sitting on my shelf. So I want to give it a second chance. If I still can't get into it, I will just pull it down. But I have a rule on my TikTok that I have to get to at least page 100 before DNFing. So I'm a little bit scared because what if this just is not the book for me? And then I'm thinking Free in the Wild by Paisley Hope because I've read the rest of her series and this one's kind of been sitting on my bookshelf since I got it back in October, so I feel like I do really want to read this. I'm actually really scared too though because this is the last one in the series and she's not releasing anymore, so that's kind of sad because the series is going to end. But I'm very excited to read this. It also does have sprayed edges, which is absolutely beautiful, and I only paid like £5 for it, which is crazy. The next book I'm thinking of doing is Book People by Jackie Ashton. And again, this has been sitting on my bookshelf for a little while now, so I feel like I do need to get it. And I did pay £3 for this, which is an absolute bargain, but it does make me kind of scared because why is it only £3? I'm not complaining, but I have not seen a single thing on this, so I feel like before I read it, I might look on Goodreads and just see what people are saying, because I'm kind of, I'm gonna read the short story about Anna Todd, nothing more. And I'm pretty sure this is Landon's POV as well, which is actually really exciting for me. And yeah, it's just been sitting on my bookshelf, you know, with every single other book. Next I'm going to read is Nothing More by Anna Todd, and this is Landon's POV, and I'm actually really excited to read this because I'm like, it's been kind of sitting on my shelf like every other book that is on my physical TBR. So let's get into it. Book my sister actually recommended it to me. She said please read this one, and that is Unsteady by Peyton Corney. And I bought this probably about 3 months back and I just have not picked it up. And I wonder why I have so many books on my physical TBR. It's because I don't read them. So let's go back to my chair and let's delve into these books a little bit more detail. I'm kind of excited. The hell? Now we picked all 5 books that I'm thinking to read. I feel like I just want to like research them a little bit more further because I have created a Goodreads account and I'm obsessed with watching reviews on them. Well, reading reviews on them. So I think that's what I'm going to do beforehand. So I'm going to get my mom's iPad and I'm going to go through some reviews. I think the most one that I do want to see how people are thinking on it is Book People, because I literally have not seen a single thing on this book and I can't be bothered to read a moment because I did not want to get into a reading slump of any kind because I am on a roll with reading at the moment. I've read like 3 books in 5 days, which is rare for me, by the way, guys, which is very, very rare. So I want to see if this is actually going to be a good book. If not, I might just change it for something else because I can't afford to get into a reading slump when my job is reading books to review for you guys. So let's have a look on Goodreads through some reviews on these 5 books. Let's get into it. We are now on Goodreads, so let's search up a few of these books. I'm definitely going to start with Book People by Jackie Ashton. Book People. I'm scared. Okay, this is actually looking promising. So there's 5 stars. Most of them are actually a 4-star read. So maybe this actually would be a good book. There is a couple of like people saying it's a really bad book, but I feel like that's what you get if you are looking on a reviewing site. We got one here that says 2.5. I think all of us book people love books about books. This was George's book at first. Sadly, it wasn't for me. Hope you will enjoy it more. Thanks to NetGalley for the copy of this book in exchange for an honest review. Then we have what a light-hearted but fun read this will be. I hate that I wasted a perfectly good lunch break finishing this book. Okay, babes. Well, for book lovers who want to escape from reality, Love Letter from Jackie Ashton, one of my top reads of this month. I was immediately sold by the description. I love the characters, favourite quote. Okay, we won't read that. This book was a very delightful experience for a book lover. Okay. I feel like the reviews are good enough for me to like trust it that it's going to be good. People are just saying like, if you're a book lover, you're either going to love it or hate it, basically. I feel like that to sum up the reviews, I think that's what it's saying. So I feel like maybe this actually will be a good one. So I think I'll keep this on my list to read. And then another book I haven't seen too much on is Unsteady by Peyton Corrine. So I think, So I think we will do that as well. Unsteady Peyton. This is the first one in the series, okay. Oh, okay. We got a lot of 5-star reviews, mostly 4 stars. And then a few 3, 2, and 1 stars. Oh my god. Pick this up because it was giving me Johnny and Shannon vibes. It was entertaining. I'm sold. I'm actually sold. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. I'm sold. I'm sold. I'm sold. I'm sold. Oh my god. I am reading that shit. Oh my god. Excuse me, this was so cute. Are you actually going to be paid for it? Sounds definitely cute. Okay. Love that. If Finding 13 an icebreaker had a baby, it would be this book. It was the warm hug I needed. Okay. I'm reading this. Oh my gosh. This is Editing Alexis, and as I'm editing, I've realised that I have lost a bunch of footage. And basically the clip that you've just seen and then the next clip you're about to see, there's no in between. And I did introduce the book and I said like what I think on it, but that footage is totally lost. No idea where it's gone. I've literally looked through all my files, all my camera roll, and I could not find it. So if it's just a little bit confusing, I do apologise, but there is just a little time jump and I do go straight into talking about You've Reached Sam. So anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying this video so far, and yeah, let's go. It's been a few days since I've read You've Reached Sam, and I took a little break from reading because I was reading every single day and I kind of got myself in a little mini reading slump. So I thought I would just take a little break and then I'm going to carry on with it tonight. I've got to page 128 and I'm definitely liking it more than the last time I picked up the book, because I think I mentioned that I DNF'd it probably a year ago and I just have not picked it up since. But it's actually so good. It's actually nearly brought me to tears a few times already, and we're not even halfway through the book, which is kind of worrying because I'm only halfway through the book, so I'm very scared to carry on reading. But I just wanted to check in real quick to say that I'm really liking it so far. I would change sceneries for today's little clip. I finally finished You've Reached Sam, and I feel like my rating is probably like a 4.5 out of 5, only because I did DNF it, but it was really worth it. It was also really, really sad, but also bittersweet, because it's like a story about grief and getting past the grief that you're feeling. So I feel like it was just like the most beautiful story ever, and I did really like it when I did pick it up for the second time. Now I'm about to begin Unsteady by Peyton Corrine, I believe. This has been high on my TBR list for a little while now. I haven't heard too much about it, so I'm kind of like a little bit apprehensive going into it because I don't know if it's going to be any good, but I'm hoping it is. It looks like a hockey romance to me, and I have just got mud on it, so that's great. But yeah, it looks like a skating or hockey romance to me, so I'm really excited. And when I read the reviews on Goodreads, it did say it's a lot like Boys and Tommen series, which is one of my top series ever, so I'm very excited for that. So I'm gonna have a little picnic with my siblings and I'm gonna get some reading in. But yeah, let's go. It's a beautiful day out in the UK right now as well. The sun is shining. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm blinded right now. And I am also trying to get away from my fear of recording in public, so this is actually kind of scary right now, guys. So let's get reading. my cheese. It's muddy. I finished Unsteady, and let me tell you something, this book gave everything to me that I needed, because I was going into it a little bit like, is this going to be any good? But I was reading it. Woo! Woo, woo, woo! This was amazing. I feel like the reviews that I read in Goodreads a few days ago, it was very much like Binding 13 and Keeping 13, but I love the fact as well that it was a very like flipped duo. You usually see like the man being grumpy and the women being all sunshine and rainbows, but it was flipped, and I really like that fact. I feel like you don't see enough of that in books, and it was just so good. And I'm pretty sure I actually have the next one in the series too, so I'm actually very excited to get into that, because this one really did do it for me. I rated it like a 3.5 stars out of 5, only because there were some bits towards the end where I was like, okay, this is dragging on a little bit, I'm getting a little bit bored, so I did skip a page or so at times. But other than that, it was a really good book. I feel like the middle and the start really kept me hooked. It was just really the ending that felt a little bit flat to me, and that was the reason why I did give it only a 3.5 out of 5 stars. And I also feel like, I've just thought of this, I think their relationship, my phone just went out of storage, so I'm back, but I feel like their relationship moved very quickly for my liking. Like one page they were like, I literally hate you, and then the next page they were kissing. So that didn't really make sense to me. I feel like I wanted a little bit more of a build up, and I did also feel like the man, he fell in love within like 3 pages. Dynamic I didn't really love too much, because I feel like we didn't really get any chemistry from the 2 characters before they actually jumped into things. So yeah, that's why I did rate it 3.5 out of 5 stars, because I did feel like the chemistry could be a little bit better. I felt like the ending could be a little bit better. That's my rating for Unsteady by Pacing Corrine. I loved it. There was just a few bits that were a bit like, okay. Now we have like 3 books that I could choose from. I don't think I'm going to get all these 3 books done in this video by next Wednesday, because I thought I could read so much more quicker, but I've only read, what, 2 books in this video so far. So I feel like maybe the short one and then another long one. I think I'm going to go for Nothing More by Anna Todd, because I have been wanting to read this for a while now, and it is very short. So I think this is going to be my next read. I'm actually very excited getting into it as well, because I've heard like a few things about it. And obviously I did read the After series by her, so I feel like it's going to be interesting to read. That's all I'm going to say. Carry on. I think I'm going to go for Free in the Wild by Paisley Hope, because again, this has been very high on my TBR, so I feel like it's only right to read. And then I'll leave Book People for another video, just another time, because I'm not really in the mood to read that right now, so I don't want to get into it. But again, I'm excited to read this, but it's just not my vibe right now. I don't know. So let's get reading Nothing More by Anna Todd, and I will check in with you guys in about an hour or so. It's now the next day, and before I do this little video, I want to apologise for the lighting. My blinds actually fell down not too long ago, so all the light is currently not being logged into my room. So I'm just going to have to do what we can with the lighting. But basically it's the next day, and I only got to page 34 last night because I was just very cranky and I was very tired, and I just was not in the mood to read. But I am getting very scared because I need to get this video out by Wednesday, and it's currently Monday, nearly Tuesday. So I need to try my best to get at least nearly done with this book by tomorrow, so that I can go on to another book. But the deadline is getting closer and closer, and I'm just like, okay, I don't know if I'm going to be able to read all these books. But I'm not really sure about this book so far. I know I'm only on page 34, but I'm getting bored already. I'm just not really vibing with it much, but I do have a rule that I have to get to page 100 before DNFing, so I need that page to come up quickly, very quickly. And the main character, the woman, she's not really main character at the moment, she's kind of like a side character, but basically they used to date and then they broke up. I don't like her one bit, and I fear that he's gonna get back together with her, and I really just don't want that. I'm thinking to get a few hours of reading done before I go upstairs to have my shower and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm just like, I'm not looking forward to reading this book, but I cannot do nothing, so that's fun. And to be fair, it's only a short book. It's literally 250 pages, so I'm just gonna have to live with it. I'm not vibing. I'm not vibing. I'm not loving this book. I need it to be over immediately, but I also do need to give it a fair chance, so maybe I should do that. This is actually the look of disgust right now, because this book so far, and then my opinions might change because I'm only very early into this book, I physically can't get myself to read it right now, but I need to lock in because I've got a video to get out. I might just have to read 3 books in this video, which, because I can feel myself reeling into a reading slump right now. So I'm really hoping this book can fix that, or I might just break the rules a little bit and DNF this book right now. Oh, we are at my TBR carts now. Please ignore the mess in the background. My bedroom is very flipped upside down right now. It's stressing me out. Please do not comment about it. I cannot take that. So we can either go for a really short book, or we can go for Free in the Wild by Paisley Hope, as I said. Oh crap. So I feel like I can either read this book, or I can go for something more like this book. I feel like I want to get a few non-romance books off my shelf, so this could be a good read. Or we have, oh, this one's kind of heavy, the boy in the striped pajamas. I've had this on my shelf for a little while, and I have started reading it, so this could be a good read. Or we could even go for, oh, let me get it out, Eleanor and Park. I feel like maybe that could be a good shout. I fear I am in a reading slump. Or we could go for Will Grayson. Like, I feel like I'm not in the mood to read a romance. Or we could go for an author that I do love, and I have recently just read one of her books, Malibu Rising. I actually have no idea what this is about. I read the Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo finally, after it was sitting on my shelf for like 2 years. And maybe this would be a good book to read because I did really like that book. So I'm thinking, in my eyes, surely I should like this book as well. Surely. I don't know, guys. I really don't know. I need to read one more book in this vlog because I don't want to just be reading 2 books. But I am in a reading slump. I think I'm going to end this video here. Only because I am in a very big reading slump and I do not want to read any more books. I have probably read about 25 to 30 books in the space of a month and a half. So I feel like I do need just a little break from reading. And obviously reading is supposed to be fun, and I'm not going to be enjoying it. So I know I only got like 2 books read this video, but I feel like that's okay. I don't have to like put out a long video every single time. Especially because I am so brand new to YouTube and I don't want to put pressure on myself so early on. So I'm very sorry about the very short video, but I hope you guys enjoyed it, because I enjoyed the books that I did read. And I will see you in the next one. Make sure you guys subscribe and put on the little bell icon so you never miss a video, and I will see you in the next one.